So how was Old Fuller killed then?
Oh, I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you anything. They're still investigating.
What? You think I'd tell the press? I did used to work for him, and I'd like to know what happened.
Well, okay then. He was stabbed.
And more exactly?
He was stabbed nearly a dozen times. Not a nice sight.
Did he bleed to death?
Not necessarily. Could have been shock. Could well have been that some vital organs were injured.
Huh. So looks like Fuller had a pretty free choice of how he checked out. Somebody wanted to cover all the bases for him.
Darren, you really shouldn't speak of the dead like that.
I'm not interested in the dead. I'm interested in the murderer. So, are the cops in Biddeford any good?
How do you mean that?
Do you trust them to find the killer?
I'm sure they'll do their best.
Oh, right.
We've never had a case like this before.
Oh, so you don't reckon it's such a bad thing if they've got the wrong person, since they still have to practice?
I'm sure that the captain will solve the case.
Well, that's it for now, I guess.
If you've got any more things you want to ask, just come and find me.
I should have guessed. The police have sealed the door. I've got to find another way. I should have guessed. Crap. The back door is locked too. I've got to think of something. How do I get into the house without breaking the seal? Yep. That could be my way into the house. I can get into the basement through the light well. I've just got to get rid of this grill first. It looks very heavy and it's rusted into the concrete. No way. It won't move an inch if I try with my bare hands. I'll tie the rope to the window grill and the basement grill. I've knotted the end tightly, and the rope should be able to take a big load. What now? There are stickers on the door for every credit card you could imagine. A flat metal bar. It's broken away from the railings. It's pretty heavy. A metal bar from the harbor promenade. In pretty good condition, except for the rust and the ding in the middle. Biddeford isn't really a port. but there are plenty of boats here. Mostly sailboats. People sail out to go fishing or whatever. I'd rather keep solid ground under my feet. Hey, if it worked in ancient Egypt, it should work here. My private doorway to Fuller's realm. I twisted out the grill with the metal bar. My private doorway to Fuller's realm. Beaten by a centuries-old technique. Shame on you. An old wooden staircase leading up to the sales area. Some photo of a beach and an ocean. Fuller's secret door is behind this photographic screen, but it could cause some trouble with the cops if I bust it. There has to be some kind of a knack to getting the clips to open. Monument Valley in Utah. Obviously the Wild West ever since John Ford made those films of his. Now, where's John Wayne riding his stallion into the sunset? Some photo of a beach and an ocean. There are millions of pictures like this. They all look the same somehow. The Sphinx and the Great Pyramid of Cheops in the background, both of them near Cairo. The pyramids are the oldest of the 7 wonders of the world, the only one which still exists. I don't think I'll find anything that the police missed. They've examined this area carefully. What have we got here? The US, Hawaii, something illegible, and Europe. Fuller's smeared half of it with his filthy paws. Great Wall of China, the largest man-made structure in the world. It's a few thousand miles long, but despite what they say, it can't be seen from space with the naked eye. That's got it. The clips are off and the screen's gone up. Battered-looking numeric pad with small metal buttons. I guess that you have to enter a code to open the door. From there, she's got a good view of the entrance to the morgue. I'll never get past her as long as she's sitting there. Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
You heard what happened to Fuller?
Oh, yes. Beatrix told me. They brought him in here this morning, covered in blood.
Did you know Fuller?
Not personally.
What do you mean by that?
I'd heard of him. Okay, listen. I'll tell you. As a woman, it wasn't an especially good idea to have your picture taken by him.
Why not?
He was a creep. And was not supposed to be able to keep his hands to himself. That sort of thing gets around, of course.
Has the guy who inquired about my mother been here again?
No, at least not on my shift.
And please, can you tell the other nurses that they should keep an eye out for this guy? The police are looking for him.
I know. The police faxed through a photo fit picture.
Good. How's my mother today?
No change. Her vital signs are all okay, but she is still comatose like before.
So, we can only wait.
It looks that way.
Thanks very much for the information.
No problem.
The question is, has the job made him cynical and depressive? Or does he have this job because he's always been cynical and depressive?
Excuse me? This area is only for staff. You're not allowed in there.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know that. I've got to distract the nurse somehow. She won't let me in there.
Excuse?
I've got to distract the nurse somehow. She won't let me in there. There's a delivery note for liquid soap. I can't take anything. The nurse will notice. The monitor shows my mother's vital signs. Pulse, breathing, etc. No idea if the values are positive. There are a few cables hanging down the side of the unit, mostly to the sensors attached to my mother. There are a few cables hanging down the side of the unit. The machine only monitors my mom's vital functions, so it doesn't matter if I loosen a cable here. Perhaps the delivery note will be of use. I'll take it. A completed delivery note for liquid soap. Why not?
Yes.
Hello.
Are you delivering something?
Yes.
Delivery note. Whatever.
I'll be off then.
Hey, not so fast. What you delivering then?
Liquid soap?
So, where is it?
Huh?
Where is the package?
Oh, what a klutz. I left it in the car.
Man, unbelievable. In my day, I would have never gotten away with that kind of thing.
Oh, no. Does that mean I'll never be able to become a security guy now? I'll get the box. That's Miss Rosie, the store lady. Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
What can you tell me about the hotel down the coast?
The Wild Coast? Belongs to an old town family. Been there for about 100 years. It's a well-run place. Doesn't do badly. Bit boring, though.
No scandals?
The owner doesn't get on too well with his son. He's hanging out in Portland. Some kind of musician. But exactly what? I don't know.
And anything else?
There's an illegal card game up there sometimes. The cops don't bother with it, though.
Why'd they do that?
How should I know? The chief probably plays with them.
Have you already heard what happened to Fuller?
Isn't that something?
I know, right?
Alas, something's happening here. A bloody murder in the middle of the night? A suspicious foreign lady? Who knows what's gonna come out of all this?
Maybe the suspicious foreign woman is innocent and has been wrongly arrested.
Oh yeah, and the killer is still on the loose and is gonna kill again.
Oh yeah, maybe a souvenir shop employee.
That's not funny. You shouldn't joke about that.
Do you know this man?
Has he got something to do with the Fuller murder? Of course. I can see it now. That's a real criminal face.
You know him or not?
Never seen him.
Then not. Thanks.
Yeah.
An empty package. Looks like someone's unpacked the shipment here and left the packaging. Some people. I've closed up the package again. You can't see that it's already been opened.
Yes.
Hello.
Are you delivering something?
Yes.
Delivery note. Whatever. The package?
I've got it here.
Okay.
Can I go in now?
No, you can't. Where's your pass?
My what?
Your visitor's pass? You have to get a visitor's pass back there.
Oh, come on. What is this garbage? I just want to take my package to the mortuary.
And you need a pass to do that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
You could say so.
I'd think about that if I were you. What a flashy thing that is. Probably some tourist's cool ride. Europeans in particular confuse New England with California and think they should be driving around in convertibles or Mustangs. Dr. Newhouse?
Yes?
What's that ID you're wearing there?
It's from the hospital.
Don't they know you're a doctor there? They can't have that many staff.
I said the same thing to the admin people. But Dick, the security guard, insists on it. He's very meticulous. And apparently can't recognize faces.
Can you tell me something about the security guy at the hospital? I find him kind of interesting.
He used to be a police officer. He was, there were a few problems. So, when he couldn't be a police officer anymore, he became a security guard. Where do you know him from?
He was in the diner yesterday.
Oh, right. But strange as it may seem, I believe he lives for his job.
He lives for that? Being a security guy.
He takes his job very seriously. Sometimes too seriously.
Well, that's it for now, I guess.
If you've got any more things you want to ask, just come and find me.
Sorry, Mrs. Biba?
One moment.
Hey, can I get a pot of coffee?
On its way.
A cup of coffee. You can have it filled again as often as you like. But the coffee here is so strong that you probably wouldn't survive drinking more than 2 of them.
Hot.
Oh man, sorry. It was an accident. Sorry.
It's all right. Your thoughts are elsewhere.
Oh, give it here, Dr. Newhouse. I'll rinse out the stain.
Thanks.
No harm meant.
No damage. I just gotta keep it cool.
Now that's what I call a serious coffee stain. And the ID badge is still pinned to the lab coat. So now I've got some ID. Excellent. The security guy at the morgue surely won't expect it that closely. The doctor's ID. It ought to help me with the security guy outside the morgue. I'll put it on the next time, just as soon as I enter the hallway to the morgue.
Yes.
Hello.
Are you delivering something?
Yes.
Delivery note. Whatever. The package?
I've got it here.
Okay.
Can I go in now? I've got a pass as well.
All right then. You could go in.
A syringe. Quite a size. I guess any remaining fluids are sucked up with that. I certainly wouldn't want my flu shot injected with it. Thousands of people die every year from infections they pick up in hospitals. Makes me wonder if hygiene hysteria is the better way to go. The cleaning agents they use aren't so innocuous themselves, and the viruses are getting more and more resilient. Well, it's all really clean here, but ultimately a dead person makes less mess than a living one. Yeah, well, at least if you don't cut them open. A metal bier. The edges are bent upwards so no blood drips on the floor. It's got wheels and seems a bit rickety. It's probably taken to another room for the actual autopsy.